up next for Adah?
Lots of stuff, but I'm a little superstitious. I feel when there are lots of good things happening, I shouldn't speak about them. And when I've done this before, it's been very lucky for me. The main thing also of doing a film, of course, choosing the genre and the character and my character. I need to be sure it's going to release. If it's a bad or a good film, it's not in my hands. I think after watching this movie, all girls are going to totally fall in love with him.
You are actually playing, a damsel in distress in real.
About love, no? It's
Right.
about, oh, my lover has left me. And that damsel in distress, all of us girls can. But right now, if I do Garam and then I do Kshanam and they release in the same month, it confuses the hell out of people and they don't know where to slot me.
And commercial films actually require a lot of madness to work, So where do you get that energy from?
I don't drink tea, coffee or Red Bull or alcohol. I think it's just adrenaline pumping through my veins, just like. Garam, no, dance-wise, totally creatively satisfied there. Shanam, you can't expect me to be dancing, daughter is missing.
Hi Adah, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you
and
for
so
having
good
me.
to see you finally.
Yes.
It's been happening forever. We've been coordinating.
Yes, but I think this was the perfect Shanam
I
for it
know.
to happen.
Totally. So Shanam has been in the making for a while now.
Yes.
So what's going through your mind right now?
It's a whole year that we've been doing this, but of course we've not been shooting every single day of that. It's a tough film for all of us, character-wise, everything, but I think just the response to the theatrical trailer has been so wonderful. So I think people are going to really enjoy the film as well.
So how did this whole film happen for you? Was there something in particular that excited you about the script?
Sesh and Ravi narrated the script to me, and I couldn't guess the twists and turns of the plot. I was also extremely touched that I was offered a character like this. I mean, to trust me with doing something like this. I've not done something like this before, and I try to pick my films I like to do something I've not done before. I try to do that with every film, be it the character or my look or everything to do with the film. The genre also, I'm trying to experiment with different genres. I think now is the time because I'm new. I can afford to do this and take risks. So I thought Shanam, I thought I should be part of it. I don't know, gut instinct, I think. I don't really plan and plot. So.
Right. So we recently met Shesh for an interview and he said that although Adah really liked the script, she didn't say yes to it immediately. So why did you take that time to...
my main thing also of doing a film, of course, choosing the genre and the character and my character, I need to be sure it's going to release in a proper way. I want everyone to be aware of it. After that, it's how the film is. If it's a bad or a good film, it's not in my hands solely. But to pick a film, I think I'm in a position now after Heart Attack that I can at least pick a film that I know will release in a big way. So I thought a film like this, it could just come and go, and it's just such a waste of effort unless it's going to, So about the script, they didn't need to convince me about anything or my character. I was totally convinced, is what I told him also. But when I knew that PVP sir is on board, when I spoke to PVP sir and he told me how he's going to be involved with the project and how he's going to be marketing it, how he's going to be pitching it, and how he's going to be showcasing it to the audience, then I was fully convinced. So I kept them hanging for a long time to say yes, because I thought, I don't know, I didn't want to get into it and then, you put in so much into each film that you do. It should be out there and people should watch it. So I think PVP sir backing it was one big reason. I think he's doing these big commercial films. For him to have faith and trust in an experimental genre like Shanam, I think is hats off to him as well.
Like you said, Shanam is very different from what you have actually done earlier. Be it the genre or the mood that the film has. So did you feel that right from the start of your shoot?
Yeah, because we shot the present day portions. The flashback, of course, I can relate to. We've all been in love in life. You know? And like heart attack, my role, I could relate to. You've been in love, you've had heartbreaks, and all that happens. That's fine. But here I'm saying daughter and all, no. So I can't imagine all of that. I can't imagine being in the circumstances that Shweta is in. So yeah, it was tough. I've never cried so much in my whole life as my character does in this film. Also, we didn't want to make it just cranky. So Ravi has given me different moods at all times. He's layered my character really well.
Right. So tell us more about your character. You are actually playing, you know, a damsel in distress in real for this film.
Yeah, but usually the damsel in distress is about love, no? It's about, oh, my lover has left me. And that damsel in distress, all of us girls can relate to probably. Come on, we've all felt that. But like I said, no, this situation is not a situation I can even imagine myself in. So that's why I feel like 1920, where I couldn't imagine also being possessed. So I can't imagine saying daughter is missing. So to feel that emotion of a character, I guess that's the fun of acting, and that's where you can be someone else. So I got to do that.
So the entire cast of Shanam is like totally young, you know. So be it Shesh, be it Ravikant, they said it was like an adventure while shooting.
Totally. Even the girl who did our costumes, Ajab, I think she's 19 or 20. Chitra did my makeup, the bruises. Everyone was really young, so everyone was really like like Chitra used to keep her whole palette of makeup ready and say what can I do, and Ajab was all like, we have to make your character look really different in past and present. So
so what was the most challenging part about shooting for this film?
For me, just the character. They made my other stuff very comfortable, so not like that. But we shot in real locations and all, which wasn't a challenge, but it was lots of fun. I've not done anything like that before. Be it on real roads, staircases, interacting with real people who didn't know that they were on camera. So I think all of that was new. Challenging, I think, just my role. Like I said, I've not been in this situation before. So hopefully I pulled it off.
So this is the first time you're working with Shesh. Any thoughts on your co-star?
He's super talented. I think after watching this movie, all girls are going to like totally fall in love with him. Even just the songs, when I showed my friends, they were like, he's so good looking and he's so cute, and he gives these expressions where when he looks at the girl, he does this thing. So everyone was like, wow, he's loved. So I think he'll get really positive feedback from
But we hear that he was
girls.
very serious on the sets.
Yeah, he is a serious guy. I think he was mainly concentrated because he was doing multitasking. He's acting in it also, and he's written it also with Ravi. So you can't just be free on set. No, if you're acting, you just come and your character, your look, you do it. But he was really busy. You're doing several things, so difficult thing to do.
So one of the aspects that the film focuses on is something, you know, about losing someone who's very precious to you. Has something like that happened to you in real life?
My dad passed away last year, and I think that was it was very sudden that it happened. I had just flown back the night before because I had a cancelled shoot, and he was absolutely fine, and he just passed away. So yeah, that was
something
sudden and yeah, but I think different from daughter missing, I can't even imagine right now. And yeah, but that I think in real life.
Did Shanam leave you with a lot of good memories, and what is the takeaway from the film?
Every film I do leaves me with, I like to take the best part of it, and I like to leave behind in any film. There are going to be ups and downs in every film, but I like to take away the positive from every film that I do. So Shanam has I think as far as professionally, like career-wise, I think Ravi has really upped my standards of performance. Being able to be subtle and to do a dramatic role, I have learned with this film. And I feel I can do any character now. I feel like I could do any character. So it's given me that kind of confidence as an actor. Also, when I started off in Telugu, I'm generally a brave person. I'm not scared, and I don't think if I do this, that will happen. And so I think taking chances has it's given me more confidence to do that.
Right.
So I've had the audience support from my first film hugely. Which also gives me a lot of confidence to do risky stuff like this.
Right. But why have you slowed down your pace? Is it a conscious decision?
No, I want to do in the beginning, like now, I think is the time where I can, like I said, experiment.
Right.
If I do 5 films of the same genre with the same character, for me that will be it. People will slot me in that and say that's it. And then for the next 5-6 years, I'll be doing exactly that.
Right.
It'll be very tough to come out of it. But right now, if I do Garam and then I do Kshanam and they release in the same month, it confuses the hell out of people and they don't know where to slot me. Right. No one knows what they can cast me as. And I think it's a nice time to confuse everybody because then I can be open to doing more stuff and I don't get slotted. That's my focus for right now. Don't get slotted. And then after that, do everything.
Right. And you've done a couple of special appearances.
Yes.
What is your criteria for choosing a film?
I don't really do. Like I said, it's just gut. I did Son of Satyamurthy because I wanted to work with Trivikram sir and Bunny sometime.
Right.
And Trivikram sir offered me the role and he said it's a couple of days. So I said, okay. That's exactly how it happened. There was no thought and this thing to it. Also, my track was a separate track. So that was important for me. I wouldn't... I mean, I have my stuff going on. So then it's fine. Even Subramaniam Fasila, I had my own track happening. So... yeah, that's important. But other than that, no, if I want to work with someone, I just do because I feel like it at that point.
And commercial films actually require a lot of madness to work, you know.
Yeah.
So where do you get that energy from?
I don't drink tea, coffee or Red Bull or alcohol. I think it's just adrenaline pumping through my veins just like that. I'm born with it.
Right.
So I have a lot of energy. I love commercial films and I had a blast doing Garam. I have 2 sections of the audience. I realized one who likes to see me act in really performance-oriented roles like 1920 or like Shanam. I'm sure the guys who like that will love this. There's also the other side who likes to see me perform on stage and do dance performances and be in super commercial glam look. I make films for my audience, not for anyone else. Because other people who like this will not like that and who like that will not like this. So I try to do both so I can keep all my audience happy. Finally, I'm making movies for them, so they should enjoy the films.
Adah, you're superly talented. Kathak, then you sketch and then gymnastic. So you always pop up with a surprise for all of us. What next in your interest list?
Lots of, I don't know. These are just hobbies that I like to do. I like to keep myself entertained at all times. So this is just stuff that I've been doing since I was a kid. Painting and all is, I just do it for my happiness. I have to do things that keep me happy. So all these things I surround myself with.
Right. And off late you have surprised all of us with your performances at a lot of award shows and that energy level. So do you miss that when it comes to your films, doing those slow motion dances?
No, Garam, I had like one super mass song that I had practiced for and all. So Garam, no, dance-wise, totally creatively satisfied there. Kshanam, you can't expect me to be dancing, daughter is missing and you know, have like a whole mass thing happening. But like I said, no, I'm able to do both. So that's why this is the time to do it. So I can establish that I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. So then I would like to think that everyone from the industry who's doing different things could consider me for different stuff. When I started off, people didn't know I'm a dancer because I did 1920, which didn't have dance. I did Heart Attack, which was a Telugu film, and still no dance. So I had people who used to ask me, why didn't Puri Jagannath make you dance? Is it because you can't dance? And it just was left at that. So now I don't think anyone has their doubts on my dancing abilities. So I think slowly, one step at a time, and I have a lot of things that I can showcase. I would like to think this is like 30% of what I can do that I've done till now.
Right. So coming back to Shanam, you guys never had an audio launch, right? Per
Yes.
se, and
Yes.
still there's so much buzz about the
Yeah.
film. So was there a strategy behind the way you are going to promote the film? Did you guys sit together and decide
We
what to
did
do?
think that we'd promote it in a different way because there's no point of the film is not like every other film that you
Right.
see. Not that I'm putting anyone down or anything,
Yeah.
but it's a different kind of film.
Yeah.
Like genre-wise and the way it's shot and everything.
Yeah.
Not different, superior or inferior, not like that. It's just a different type of film. You've not seen stuff like this before. So its promotion shouldn't be the regular, the usual. And the feedback to our theatrical trailer was amazing.
Right.
From everywhere. People who didn't understand Telugu and all, I was showing them. So they added subtitles to it.
Yeah.
So that it could get a wider reach. And
Mahesh and Samantha.
of course, they launched
it,
it, but I'm talking about even general people who comment on your stuff. That's your regular audience who don't know me, they don't know Sesh, they don't know anyone, and they watch a trailer and they like it. I think that's your audience who then you know it's working.
Right.
I showed people from Bollywood as well. Whoever saw it really loved it. They say it looks very different from what we've seen before, and it has freshness to it. It looks super interesting, and it leaves you thinking after you watch it.
Right.
Because
So did you get to work with Anasuya at all in the film?
no, we have a scene together, but we've not shot it together. It somehow happened that we didn't have our dates together, so they have shot her part and my part.
Right.
But I've crossed paths with her many times, like when she was going in and not when we were shooting for Shanam. We were shooting for something. I was shooting for something else, and she was, and we were at Annapurna studio, and that's where we met each other. But no, we've not shot together in this film.
Yeah. So the story doesn't run parallelly.
No,
it's completely different track altogether.
No, everything revolves around the missing, me telling people that the child
is
everything
missing.
revolves around that. It does go to a backstory where Session me had met, but parallelly as in, no, everyone's track is to find this thing. We don't, that's why that one scene where we cross paths. But from what I met of her, I think she's very genuine, very honest. She's very pretty, very talented, and I think in this movie she'll surprise everyone as well. She has a very good role. It's a very strong role, and I think people will really be surprised with her performance. She's very natural in front of the camera. She's very pretty with and without makeup.
Right. So how was Ravikant to work with? He's
a debutant, but it doesn't seem like it's his first film. He's, I think, one of the most talented people I've worked with. He really knows what he's doing. He's super passionate about what he's doing. And he explained my character to me very, very clearly. So it has to be subtle and not over dramatic.
Right. So when he narrated the script to you, what were your first thoughts?
About the story, I couldn't guess. I didn't know what was going to happen.
Right.
That's very essential for a thriller.
Right.
Because if you can already guess your next, I didn't have a clue. I didn't know that that's going to happen. And he knows what he's saying and he knows what he's doing. That's super important.
Right.
So it didn't feel like his first film
at all.
He knew exactly what. And for me, mainly he explained my character to me. Every scene, he used to show me expression and say, think this and do it.
Right.
Or that, because I shouldn't look just weepy and crying. The audience are going to get bored. So it can't just be that.
Right.
There's to be a lot of layering to it. If I give away too much, you'll know. If I don't give away too much, you'll be bored. So it has to be somewhere in the middle.
Right.
So
the balance.
That dicey line of not crossing here and there, he correctly explained.
Right. So what coming up next for Adah?
Lots of stuff, but I'm a little superstitious. I feel when there are lots of good things happening, I shouldn't speak about them. And when I've done this before, it's been very lucky for me.
Right.
So, like from Hasi To Fasi, I didn't tell anyone I've even signed it. I finished the whole film. And then just when they announced it, then I told people I'm doing it. I just told like 3-4 really close friends who I've known since I was 4 years old.
Right.
So I think I'll just wait, let the production announce it, let the film start, let it be up for release, then I'll come here and I'll talk to you about it.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to,
Right.
for me, it's just...
Right. Adah, you dropped out of school at a very young age. So, looking back, do you ever miss not going to not at all? So
I finished 10th standard.
Right.
I did, but I was
Right.
convincing my parents from the 5th standard that I
Right.
want to leave. I used to come first in class though. I was not a bad student. I was
Right.
really good.
Right.
And but I'm not very good at studying from a book that you tell me I have to study from. I love to read. I'll read 10 books. But if you give me one and you say you're going to give me an exam on it, it's not something I really like to do. I
Right.
feel like you're forcing me to do it. So no, school wasn't for me. But everyone should
So-
go to school and be very educated. I read a lot at home, and I read more books than I would had I have gone to college. I've also studied the whole psychology at home because my granny was very upset when I said
You don't want
yeah,
to
because
pursue.
everyone is postgraduate and
Yeah.
MSc chemistry and all in my family. So I promised her for her I would study, and I did. So I technically know, like after 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th tak I know psychology. I've studied all the books and more.
So was your childhood a mix of discipline and art?
Yeah, very disciplined, as in come on time everywhere.
Right.
I used to have classes like dance class and piano.
So you have a Navy background as well, right?
Yeah.
So
Much
discipline
like that.
comes from there.
Yeah, my dad and mom have always been extremely disciplined, and they've totally encouraged me to be also. And at home, it's still like it always was at home. I still go to the kitchen and take my own plate and food and rinse it and keep the plate and all. So all that still happens. And yeah, going on time everywhere, finishing. I love deadlines, so all of that.
And
that
what are
still
the things
happens.
that you do when you're not acting?
I watch lots of TV, like lots of TV. Everything on TV I watch. I record shows, watch everything. I play the piano. I'm not giving the exams again, but I've studied from all the John Thompson
Right.
books. And I paint, and I watch lots of movies, of course, which I don't
Fun.
consider work.
Right. Right. On that note, yeah, I hope Shanam is gonna do great for you, and
I hope so too.
for
I
the
think,
entire team of the
yeah.
movie.
I also
Ravikant
think, yeah,
and
but
Advishesh
I
and-
think this movie, if it does well, it'll be a very positive sign for the film industry
Right.
as well.
Yeah, very experimental genre. Not everybody's
Yeah,
actually,
seen it
yeah.
before, and if something like that does well, it immediately changes a lot of things
Yeah.
in an industry. So
Right.
I'm hoping for everyone it does really well.
On that note, would you like to tell the iDream viewers what they can expect out of the film and why they should watch you in this film?
Well, it's Shanam isn't a family drama. It's not got any item songs. It's not got any mass song. It has some beautiful music, and it has a fantastic story. It'll keep you hooked to your seat till the end of the film. And well, come watch it Feb 26th in theatres near you, not at home, no to piracy. And have fun, enjoy the film.
Thank you, Adah, and wishing you all the luck.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
See you around.
Thank you.